Hi everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome back to the Question Queens. And today I have a different topic and maybe something that you've never heard of before, but it's called toxic femininity. Have you ever heard of it? Well, I haven't, but I sure as heck have heard entirely too much about toxic masculinity, which, for the record, I do not believe in. I think it's a bunch of hogwash, and I think that men have literally been so mistreated and almost put into an apologetic state just for being a man. Poppy and I were talking about this a few days ago, and this subject is near and dear to my heart. I happen to love masculine men. I love masculinity, and I'm not going to apologize for that, and I don't think men should either. So I wanted to check this out with you all. This is Dr. Jordan Peterson, which I'm a huge fan of his. He's very supportive, empathetic, and motivational to men and women, but specifically men. He talks to them and counsels, and he's written a lot of great materials and toured all over the place. So if you've not heard of him, definitely check him out. But let's hear what he has to say on toxic femininity.
Users of Instagram are also, they're sadistic, Machiavellian, psychopathic, and narcissistic, and they optimize for short-term mating strategies. So they're promiscuous, and that's a marker for antisocial behavior. Antisocial people, broadly speaking, have more sexual partners. They start engaging in sex earlier. They're more callous in their utilization of themselves and others. And so...
Would you call that toxic femininity? Is there such a thing as toxic
absolutely.
femininity?
We know what toxic femininity is. It's the female version of antisocial behavior is reputation savaging. Yeah. Gossip, innuendo, backbiting, and females can be very good at that. Now, men can do that too, and they do, especially on social media. But it's definitely the case that social media enables female antisocial type behavior, clearly. And so it scales. We were talking about, whether the feminine ethos scales. Feminine pathology scales magnificently on social media. Female hyper users of Instagram are also, they're sadistic, Machiavellian, psychopathic, and narcissistic, and they
I don't want to leave him like
optimize
that. That's a little bit better. I don't want to leave his poor face like, wow. So if you've not heard about Dr. Jordan Peterson, Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, then after just that 1 minute clip, you might understand why I'm a fan. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not an Instagram person. Maybe I should be on there. And maybe I could actually take a look at what these women are like. I think I'm so far in the opposite direction of what's being described that somewhere I've lost touch on, do they call it millennial? Is it millennials? What is the age group for millennials? Leave that in the comments if you know, because I'm not sure. But have you heard of the term toxic femininity? That's very difficult to say, just so you know. Toxic femininity. He said a whole lot, but it takes my brain a long time to break down what he says, and plus I usually listen to it twice, so I'm actually going to do that again.
For short-term mating strategies. So they're promiscuous, and that's a marker for antisocial behavior. Antisocial people, broadly speaking, have more sexual partners. They start engaging in sex earlier. They're more callous in their utilization of themselves and others. And so...
Would you call that toxic?
They're more callous in their... Gosh, he just uses so many big words. I mean, I know big words, but...
Toxic femininity? Is there such a thing as toxic femininity?
We know what toxic femininity is. It's the female version of antisocial behavior is reputation savaging. Yeah. Gossip.
So these women basically will rip apart a man just for the hell of it. I'm not sure I quite get what toxic femininity is off of this clip. But if you've heard of it, could you leave me a comment and let's discuss it? I'm going to look up some more videos on this and maybe I can find out some more information. But I think it's about time we started looking at that. And you know what, men? Be masculine. And if you hold the door open for a woman and she berates you for it, that tells you everything you need to know about her. And it doesn't tell you anything about you that, like, I need to apologize for that. Be proud to be a man. I appreciate it. And there's a lot more women out there that appreciate your masculinity. But we are not out there ranting. So it's similar to a lot of the social issues. You take this small minority of people that are out there ranting. And like if you are a straight white male, you're like Satan. And you're not. I disagree with that completely. You don't have to apologize for being white. You don't have to apologize for being a man. And you don't have to apologize for being a masculine man. Look at it this way. If the girl loses her mind and freaks out because you opened the door for her, or you wanted to pay for dinner, or you want to do something that's masculine, and, you know, let's just say you're even walking on the sidewalk and you switch sides, so you are walking next to the street, and she's more safe, in the more safe position. That is not something that you apologize for. That's something that you should be proud of. And I'm proud of you for it. And tell yourself that you're proud of you for it. Because that's a great thing. So don't let one psycho ranting, toxic woman ruin it for all the rest of us. Because we like you. All right, well, that's the video. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do that now. And you can hit the like button and the share button. But I will be back with some more videos on this topic. And we're going to dig into this a little bit more. All right, well, thanks for your time. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you real soon.